For 7 days, I decided to eat like former Patriots quarterback Tom Brady. He follows what's called the TB12 diet, created by him or some of his personal private nutritionists, dietitians, we'll never know. But within my 7 days, I'm eating lots of organic vegetables, lean proteins, and tons of electrolyte-filled water.
He actually follows an 80-20 method, so meaning his plate is 80% vegetables and 20% organic lean protein. Doesn't sound too terrible, right? Well, there are always a couple of hidden rules, and those are: he allegedly eats every single meal until he is 75% full. I don't know how one might calculate that and figure it out, but that is what the internet says, so it has to be true. The next meal-related rule is that he does not eat within 3 hours of going to sleep. And of course, just like all the other well-established celebrities and sports athletes, he does not eat any processed carbs or sugar. And lastly, I'm gonna be drinking half of my body weight in ounces of water per day. With that being said, let's eat like Tom Brady for a week. So because Tom Brady eats a predominantly 80-20 diet, with the 80% being fruits, veggies, nuts, things like that, I bought like every imaginable vegetable from the store. So my job now is to clean, prep, and just prepare all of this produce so I can have it ready for the week. And while I do that, in the back I have a mostly vegetarian chili going. It has so many vegetables in it, I can't even begin to explain, but I will eventually once it's cooked. But we're gonna see how that goes. That's no recipe, that's just winging it with so many vegetables. Okay, so I wasn't kidding when I told you I literally bought every single vegetable from the store, but I'm gonna give you a little haul of what I have. I have a bunch of kale, spinach, asparagus, cauliflower, some broccoli, 3 avocados, green beans, mini Persian cucumbers. I have a bag of zucchini and yellow squash, some Brussels sprouts, and then I got this little like holiday hash from Trader Joe's. I don't know, it looked good. I feel like you could stir fry it. Then I have some carrots, bananas, blueberries, 2 huge apples. So yeah, that is everything. All cleaned and ready to be put away. So I'm not the biggest fan of Brussels sprouts, but I'm going to try to saute these to make them taste really good. I am using a little bit of the leftover chicken grease, chicken whatever that was in this pan before. I left that in there, added a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of this balsamic vinegar to it as well. I read through Google search that a little bit of olive oil and vinegar actually makes Brussels sprouts taste better. And after those are done sauteing, I am gonna add in some of this holiday vegetable hash. I feel like all these ingredients added to Brussels sprouts will actually taste pretty good. I've been cooking and meal prepping and chopping vegetables and getting things ready for so long. I'm about done with it, and daylight savings time just happened. So it's like 4:45 and getting dark outside. It's fine. I'm also eating this pumpkin cinnamon roll while I'm cooking because starting tomorrow, I can't have any processed carbs or sugar for a whole 7 days. So, gotta get the sweets in now, I guess. All right, so this chili that I've been preparing actually looks pretty good. It was weird making a chili with so many vegetables, but I did ground turkey, lean ground turkey, organic, of course. I have some zucchini, some yellow squash. I did kidney beans, pinto beans, black beans. I also have some lentils in there. And if this didn't already have enough vegetables in it, I am gonna add in some kale. This is what I prepped earlier. I forgot to mention this for the chili, but I added in this organic chicken bone broth just as like the base of it. I looked so healthy and organized just with like all the produce in here. And also a little plug, but these little reusable Ziploc bags are amazing. I store a lot of my produce in these all the times if I'm not using those like Rubbermaid containers. I have these on my Amazon storefront. If you guys want to check it out, it'll be linked in the description of this video. But honestly, I store lettuce in here, romaine lettuce. I have my cauliflower in here, Brussels sprouts. I have the green beans in here. I love storing vegetables in these. I feel like they stay fresh for so long, and you don't have to worry about them sweating as much as when they're in containers like this. It's so organized. We love. Here's my lunch for today. This is the chicken vegetable quinoa little stir fry that I made last night. It has zucchini, squash, broccoli, and some quinoa, and I just did like a lot of seasonings, which it actually tastes pretty good, but I wish I had like hot sauce or something, but it's very good. Look at all that quinoa. Then I just have some blueberries as a little snack with my lunch, and then some walnuts as well. And of course, just a bunch of water. Have to drink a ton during the day. Good morning. So I just finished my 20 ounces of electrolyte water. I was like laying in bed for a little too long on my day off, but I drank my water, and then I was like, I'm kind of hungry. I don't really know what I want for breakfast, but I found a smoothie recipe that I really wanted to try. And so I made it, and I want to try it for you guys because me and green juices and green smoothies, we have quite the history on this channel. So at this point, it's kind of like a juice. It has ice as the base, almond milk, banana, blueberries, kale, and I did a packet of matcha powder. I don't really know what the man drinks. I mean, if I could sit down and interview him, I would, but we're going off what the internet says for now, kids. So, I don't know why it's so liquidy. I added a lot of ice and the blueberries were frozen, so that smells ripe. Anyways, cheers to the Tom Brady smoothie. Oh wait, that's actually very pleasant. That's really good, actually. See? Don't judge a book by its cover. This is still way better than whatever green juice I made when I tried Adele's diet. If you haven't seen that video, it's a whirlwind of emotions, honestly. But that green juice was one of the worst things I've ever had in my life. This, I can do this. I walked around to this side of the kitchen island, and look what I see. Okay, Logan, thank you for bringing these into the apartment when I cannot have any sugar or processed stuff. Should we at least look what we're working with? I don't even know if she bought these for us, but oh my God. Those look amazing, but cannot have them, so they will live there. I hope Tom Brady's happy for just never eating processed stuff. No junk food, you know? I hope you're happy, sir. And no, I'm not bitter at all. If you think that I'm ending my night with a cup of tea or maybe a cup of decaf coffee, I'm gonna have to ask you to think again. Think about what Tom Brady would drink before he went to bed. Just put yourself in his shoes. Really think hard about what a pro athlete would drink to wind his evening down. It's not tea, it's not coffee. Go. I'm having a piping cup of bone broth. That's what the internet says Tom Brady drinks at night, so that's naturally what I'm gonna drink at night during my week of eating like Tom Brady. So yeah, I'm basically at the halfway mark of this week of the TB12 diet. And truthfully, I don't have a lot of complaints. I mean, I'm eating a lot of fiber and I'm drinking a lot of water. If you want to Google what happens when you combine those two things, you'll have your answer. But I'm feeling less bloated because I'm toileting so much, if you will. Yeah, overall feeling well. What's weird is I feel like at the start of this week, I had a little bit of a cold or something, not COVID, not anything like that, but I get like weird seasonal allergies every single fall, like clockwork. So it was either like a bad spell of allergies or a little bit of a cold. And truly, like, I had a sore throat. I was feeling super run down, really like stuffy nose, congested. And I'm like a few days into this and I'm already feeling drastically better. I would like to attribute that to the foods that I'm eating. I do feel that when you put good food into your body, especially when you're sick or when your immune system is a little bit compromised, it can help you feel better. I feel very confidently with that. I'm not saying you eat healthy, clean, whole foods, it's gonna like cure all your medical problems. I'm not saying that, but there are definitely perks to getting like extra vitamins, extra minerals, extra micronutrients from these foods while you're sick or while your immune system is a little bit compromised that can help you with your healing or help you, recover faster. Maybe we can attribute that to this TB12 diet. I don't know. Did Tom Brady heal my illness? Oh my God, I'm gonna make that the title of this video. Tom Brady heals my illness. There you go. That's all I have for tonight. I'm gonna finish my bone broth, take a hot shower, and it's lights out for me. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm trying to decide what I want to do for breakfast this morning. I'm limited in what I can have, and I know I have to put a lot of veggies in it. So I'm thinking something with eggs and something with vegetables. Sounds like the only thing I can have is that combo. This little egg and veggie scramble actually turned out pretty good looking. I decided to add a little bit of avocado on top just for some extra flavor. I've been genuinely enjoying the food that I've been making. I feel like people don't talk enough about the importance of volume eating, and I feel like that's exactly what I'm doing in this week. If you don't know what volume eating is, it's basically you want to fill your plate as full and as healthy for like the least amount of calories. But I definitely feel like that's what I'm doing in this week, and I feel like it makes sense with like what Tom Brady's diet is like just eat as many veggies as possible and just like fill yourself up on the good stuff so you don't feel the need to eat like junk food all the time or the processed stuff that doesn't actually keep you full. It makes you like kind of crave other stuff. I'm not fully convinced that Tom Brady drinks like almost 30 glasses of water a day. Because the amount of times that you have to pee is just ridiculous. This man plays professional football. I know for a fact he doesn't get that many opportunities to go pee during a game. So explain that one, Mr. Brady. I'm gonna put you right here for just a second while I open this banana. I've decided to have a little midday snack, having this organic banana as a little snack because I'm not quite ready for a meal, but I needed a little something. So a banana it is. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like to have a personal chef. I mean, that'd be amazing. I could be like, I'm kind of hungry. Can you make me a snack? And like they would just whip up something so amazing and delicious and like healthy like within like 10 minutes. I mean, I wouldn't have to eat a banana. I could eat something cool. That would just be so, and they would probably do the dishes too for you. I haven't done much today other than doing chores and peeing 5 bajillion times, but it's fine. I mean, I did go on a walk, so that was somewhat productive. This is the chili I made the other night. I'm not gonna lie, it does not look very appetizing, but I put a lot of my favorite veggies in this, so I can't imagine it would be bad. It smells good, it just looks questionable, but I love chili, so I think it'll be pretty good. Chili and soup season are just the best. Like, you're not gonna enjoy a hot bowl of chili in the middle of summer. I mean, you might, but that's on you. Oh, wow, hi. I need to make something for lunch, and I'm not having a lot of creativity flowing through my brain right now, so I think I'm just gonna make a salad with just a lot of roasted veggies because I have so many in my fridge right now. I feel like that's just an easy lunch. You're in my fridge right now. I know, it's a creative angle. Ugh, just an artiste, okay? So I've decided on a salad, right? Lots of roasted veggies, all of the greens, but I'm like, what dressing can I use? I remembered just now that I bought this from Trader Joe's. Now, before you say it, I know in the beginning of the video, I said nothing packaged or processed or whatever, but I feel like I can use this because the Trader Joe's like lines of dressings that they have all the ingredients right here, okay? And this is vegan, it's dairy-free. This is a vegan creamy dill dressing that has cauliflower, almond butter, garlic, cold pressed lemon juice, herbs, and shallots. And because it's such like minimal ingredients, it's not a lot of processed stuff as compared to like, okay, this dressing that has a ton of extra stuff in it. I feel like this is a good option. Here is the final salad. I have kale as the base with roasted cauliflower, broccoli, green beans, sweet potato, and it looks pretty good. I decided to not do any meat, so I'm just gonna get all of my nutrients like this, and I wanna try that Trader Joe's dressing. Oh my God, that is so amazing. Wait, this might be my new favorite thing ever. Well, here's lunch. I'm gonna go enjoy this, and I'll see you guys later. I am home from work and this is dinner tonight. I have my salmon and my roasted veggies all in the air fryer. Cooked it yesterday, heated it up in the air fryer. The broccoli looks a little bit rough because it got a little bit crispy in the air fryer, but I like crispy vegetables, so sue me. I mean, she's definitely gonna have a little bit of a crunch. I'm noticing that I'm definitely feeling a lot fuller after meals because they are so fiber heavy and just so rich in nutrients, which is kind of a good thing because eating this like full plate or 75% full plate of vegetables and like protein and everything like that, it makes me realize, like, shocker, the more whole foods you eat, the less you want to crave like sugar. We'll see. Definitely been feeling a lot more full after I eat, and I'm not thinking about a snack. I'm not really thinking about something sweet. So that's a perk, I suppose. Daphne said, I'm actually the main character. This is my YouTube channel. Let's talk about eating like Tom Brady for a full week. I noticed throughout the week that I actually had really good energy, and usually at certain points in the day when I crash or I feel really tired, I didn't really experience that. Yes, eating whole foods and organic foods and a lot of veggies is super important and super beneficial, and I feel like everybody should do it, but also, like, we're all human. At the end of the day, everybody is allowed to indulge or have a sweet treat or have some chips or something like that. Also, just a rule of thumb, foods should never be labeled as good and bad, because then that gives you a negative connotation. That's like eating disorder behavior. We don't do that around here. It's not good for our mental health. It's not good for anybody. There's no such thing as a good and a bad food. You can have healthier options or you can have better for you options, but there's no such thing as a bad food because everything that a person can eat is just in moderation, you know? I decided not to weigh myself during this week because this wasn't one of those diets that promotes weight loss or like dropping a couple pounds in a few days. This is more of just like, here's a pro athlete, this is how he eats to kind of reduce inflammation, you know, have better recovery after performance, and just to boost energy levels. I had a lot of energy this week. I was feeling really good this week, very like motivated, definitely doing like my walks and my workouts. I felt awesome. A few tweaks that I would have to make this more sustainable and more realistic is just allowing for, again, your favorite treats here and there. So if it was a little less restrictive in that way, I feel like it could be more sustainable. This diet could be altered as well for those of us that can't afford organic produce all the time. There's nothing wrong with getting canned vegetables or frozen vegetables. At the end of the day, we have to remember that affording and being able to get organic, healthy foods is a luxury. Not everybody can afford it for socioeconomic reasons or for whatever. It's a luxury to be able to afford organic, whole food items all the time. With that being said, Tom Brady is a multimillionaire and has a private chef. I don't know a lot about this guy, but you can't convince me otherwise that he does not have a personal chef in his home all the time, making all his meals, cooking everything for him, preparing everything for him. So that in itself is a luxury that most of us will never experience in our lifetime. So of course he can afford to eat like this, and of course he can afford to have meals like this all the time, and of course he can choose this crazy diet where he only eats organic fruits and veggies and chicken and whatever because of this luxury of making millions of dollars every year. So don't feel bad if this is something that you can't do, because same. And you know, Tom Brady is a professional sports athlete. I get out of breath going up the stairs. We are not the same. Therefore, I think our diets shouldn't be the same. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment down below which celebrity diet I should try next. These are so fun to film. I learned so much, and if anyone's gonna drink the green juice, I will do it. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.